He's just a fantastic guy, just a guy you really want in your corner. He's a true winner.
John was just the consummate professional.
John set the example by being not a vocal leader, but he's a cerebral person.
He set the bar really high in terms of class and quality of work and his skill in the business.
He grew up in Boston. He went to Georgetown University.
Post-college, he took that Jesuit education and he became a bartender at a saloon in Georgetown. A lot of people don't know that. And when I found out about that one time, I said, "John, you were a bartender in Georgetown after college?" And he corrected me quite quickly to say he was a saloon keep. So with John, we learned things like saloon keep. We learned
Sine qua non, quid pro quo, de minimis.
novation, a lease novation.
These are all Donovanisms that got used on a frequent basis, and then we all started imitating them, and our families typically looked at us like, "What the heck are you talking about?"
I mean, his vocabulary was second to none.
He was a man who loved to write, and he was a man who led interpersonally, but he loved the use of the red pen.
I can't help but do this because you always had the glasses and you always had the red pen, and that was really your trademark around the office.
John refused to ever allow the DC leasing team to go casual.
He dressed impeccably.
His horn-rimmed glasses, his traditional look, just a consummate professional.
John always wore a suit to work, and if you came to work in anything less than a suit, he would ask you if that was the day you were working in your garden or you're going to be doing, changing the oil on your car or something. It was like, that was his way of giving you a little bit of the needle.
Well, John, in his modest way, was one of the most dedicated philanthropic people.
And he was a leader, he was a great mentor, he was a great friend, he supported all aspects of the company, and then his work into the community.
I believe it was Wednesday morning, John would disappear for a short period of time and then reemerge, never talking about what he was doing. And one day I asked him what he was doing on his Wednesday mornings.
There was a group of nuns that I don't know if he adopted this cause or whatever, and he used to drive them places and he would do things for them. And
he had been visiting an AIDS clinic in town, and he was taking that time to help people who were completely disabled by their disease to bathe. And so John was literally rolling up his sleeves and helping to lift people into tubs. And then he'd put on his coat and tie and he'd show up at the office. And I think that tells you a little bit about the type of person he is.
He was more than just the guy in the corner office. He was truly a guy that could help you, he could support you, he could teach you, he would work with you. He just did so much for so many people, and that was really what was the exceptional part about John.
There is no one who had a greater impact on the success of this company than John Donovan, or stood more clearly for what the company stood for and represented us better in the market. And so on behalf of my family, myself personally, and everyone else who worked with John over those years, I just want to say thank you. There's no way to measure your contributions, no way to adequately thank you. I hope I've been able to do a small part of that tonight.